everyone, my name is Kirti and this session is regarding simple interest and compound interest. First, what is interest? Interest is the amount which you earn in your own amount. Like if you have given some money in the bank in your saving account, then bank will give you some extra amount on the basis of your amount which you have given to the bank. The extra amount which bank will give you, that amount is interest. So first is simple interest. How to calculate simple interest? Simple interest always calculate on the basis of the principal amount. What is the principal amount which you have given to the bank? That amount, or if you are taking some loan from the bank, that loan will be the principal amount. What is R? R is the rate of interest. Rate of interest means if you have taken some loan from the bank, then loan will charge some proportion of the principal amount or proportion of the loan charged by the bank to the from the borrower. That is the rate of interest. Rate of interest is always in percentage, like 5% per term. That means bank will charge 5% of your loan per term. That means per year. As simple interest always calculate in per year, once in a year. So the rate of interest is 5%. That means bank will charge from the borrower 5% of the loan per year. That is rate of interest. Time T, that is time. If the question is about what will be the simple interest after 5 year, after 6 year, after 3 year, 2 year, 5 year, anything, then the value of T is that year, 5 year, 2 year or whatever. That is time. Why here it is over 100? Here the intention of the value of 100 here, because basically we are dividing the R percent by 100, that so that this R, the value of percent, we are changing. So now no need to write value of R in percentage here. So if the value of rate is 5%, so we can write in formula direct 5 times T over 100. It is not percentage. Or if you are writing in percentage, so you can, the formula will be PRT. The R is here in percentage. So P 5% T. So basically what you will do to remove this percent, anyhow you will divide this by 100. So directly I wrote here over 100. This 100 is to remove the percent from the rate of interest. So now clear what is principal amount, what is rate of interest, term is time, and why 100 is here. Let's see one simple question for simple interest. Like if you have the question, the principal amount or the value of loan is $2,000, $2,323. This is the loan. And the rate of interest or the small r is 8% per annum. That means per year the value of interest is 8%. And you have to find for 5 years. That means after 5 years, what will be the value of simple interest? Just substitute this value in the formula. Principal amount is 2323. Rate is 8%. Time is 5 years over 100. Solve this. So when you will solve, you will get $929.2. So this is the simple interest in 5 years. In simple interest, the interest for each year is always same. Like, or you can do value of P is here 2323 times 8. If we are finding simple interest for first year, the value of T is 1 here over 100. Solve it, use your calculator, find the value of simple interest. It will be 2323 times 8 equals to 18584. Divide by 100. So if you divide by 100, the value is 185.84, $185 and 84 cents. So this is the simple interest for first year. So for the second year, the simple interest will be same. For the third year, not for the total fee, I'm not saying for 3 years. I'm saying for third year, the simple interest will be the same. For fourth year, simple interest will be the same. For fifth year, simple interest will be the same. If I say in 5 years, what will be the simple interest? So you can multiply this by 5. Then you will get the same value. Because simple interest for each year is the same. Why it is same? Because interest is always calculated on the principal amount. Now after this, compound interest. What is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? For the compound interest, the principal amount is always change. How it change? Like for the first year, the principal amount will be the same, which you borrowed from the bank, that loan, initial money. But for the second year, the principal amount will change by increasing the interest of the first year. That means principal of the first year plus interest of the first year will be the principal of the second year. Then for the third year, principal of the second year plus interest of the second year will be the principal of the third year. Let's see how to derive formula of the compound interest. For compound interest, one more term is there, A, that is amount. A is the amount. What is the amount? Amount means the amount which we will pay to the bank in the end. In the end, the amount which we have to give back to the bank, that is the amount. So what we will give back to the bank? The principal amount which we have borrowed from bank and the interest, because interest also we have to give. So in how many years? Let's see. Like for the first year, the amount what we have to give, that is the principal amount plus interest of the first year. What is the interest of the first year? Same like the simple interest, PR over 100, because T is here 1. So it is PR over 100. Substitute this value in interest, P plus PR over 100. So what we can write it, P 1 plus R over 100. So this is the amount which we have to pay in the end of the first year. And what is this? This is the principal amount plus the interest of the first year. So what I told for the second year, the amount which we have to pay in end of the second year, it will be the principal amount of the second year plus interest of the second year. And what I told before, principal of the second year is the principal amount of the first year plus interest of the first year. That means this value will be the principal amount for the second year. So this is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Always principal amount increase with the interest of the previous year. So now basically this amount is the principal of the second year. So we will substitute here this plus I2. What I told here, for each year interest is same. So here PR over 100. But P is changed for the second year. Like here P is changed. So P we have to substitute. Which value we have to substitute? This amount. So now change value of P. Value of P is the same amount like this. 1 plus R over 100 and R over 100. In the place of P, we substituted value of principal amount plus interest of the previous year. Now solve this equation. It is P 1 plus R over 100. This is common. Here it is 1 plus this also common, so R over 100. We can write it P 1 plus R over 100 to the power 2. So this is the amount of the second year. Here this is 2 and here it is also 2. Let's see for the third year. So what I told for third year, the principal amount of the previous year plus the interest of the previous year. That basically the amount which we have to pay in the second year will be the interest of the third year. So for third year, principal of the third year. What is the principal of the third year? The amount which we are giving back in the end of the second year. So substitute this value 1 plus R over 100 square. I3 will be PR over 100. So write R over 100 here and value of P is this. P 1 plus R over 100 square. It looks little weird, but the ultimate answer will be short. So just bear it for some time. Now again here what is common? P 1 plus R over 100 square. This is common. So in bracket 1 plus this also common R over 100. So now what we can write here? It will be P 1 plus R over 100 to the power 3 because it is 1. Now we are using indices here. This is the reason compound interest is in the chapter of indices. Now here it is power 2, here it is power 1. In between it is multiply and the base is same. So 2 plus 1 is 3. This is the amount which we have to pay back in end of the third year. So if I ask for the fourth year, A4 will be P 1 plus R over 100 power 4. So for the fourth year, what will be the principal? The principal will be the amount which we are paying in the end of the third year. So basically the formula for the fourth year, this 4 and this 4, both are same. So if I say for the term T, for T year, in T year, what will be the compound interest? Sorry, not compound interest. What amount we have to pay back in T years? So it will be P 1 plus R over 100 to the power T. So this is the formula for finding compound interest, because what will be the compound interest in end? The amount which we have to pay minus the principal amount which we borrowed from the bank or loan. This is the reason we have to find the value of A. How this formula derived? I think it should be clear now. Just learn it. For the compound interest, principal amount always change for each year. Let's see some simple question from the compound interest. Okay, so now solve this question. In this question, what is given? Rate is 3% per annum and the principal amount is $5,000 and the time is 7 years. And we have to find compound interest. So first we need to find the interest, the amount which we have to pay in the end of the 7th year. First time is 7. So it will be P. P is 5,000. 1 plus R is 3 over 100. Power is 7. This and this is same. So now 5,000. It will be 1 plus 0.03 to the power 7. 5,000 1.03 to the power 7. Use your calculator. Find the value of this. Then multiply by 5,000. You will get $6150. So this is the amount which we have to pay in the end of the 7th year. So what will be the value of compound interest? 6150 minus the principal amount. So now $1,150. That is the amount of the simple interest. So in this question, because we have to find compound interest in year, so just value of year is here 7. Now we see this question. In this question, principal amount is 15,000. Rate of interest is 5.68% per annum. No, this is the rate of interest 5.68% and the time is 6 years. Now we have to find, this is compounded. This is the question from your book. This is the question from your book, question number 13. So the question is, spend deposited $15,000 in an account that pays 5.68% compound interest per year. This is the compound interest per year. Find the total amount in the account after 6 years. Total time is 6 years. If the interest is compounded, then you have to find value monthly and half yearly. So what I told initially I told that compound interest can be calculated more than once in a year. Now we have to count monthly. We will use the same formula, but the value of rate and value of time. How to write? Value of rate will be per month. So it will 5.68 in 1 year. How many months? 12. So we will divide this. Because here it is given per year, per annum. And we have to find monthly. So be careful, if it is monthly asking, half yearly or quarterly, we have to change rate. Now it is monthly, so divide by 12. If half yearly, then we will divide by, in half year, how many months? 6 months. So we will divide it by, sorry, not 6. Half year, that means 2. We will divide by 2. 2 half years in a year. Then it will be divided by 2. Now here monthly, so it is divided by 12 in a year, 12 months. And time, what is time here? 6 years. So in 1 year, how many months? 12 months. Change into 6 years. So we will multiply it by 6. This is for the monthly. Now what value, how to substitute it? So now 5.68, if you divide by 12, the answer is 0.4733. Okay. Now, and it is 12 times 6 is 72. So now time is 72 month, because the answer we have to find monthly. Now, how to substitute this value in the formula? A equals to P. What is the P? 15,000. 1 plus, what will be the value of R? R is 0.4733 over 100 to the power 72. Just this thing you need to remember. If monthly or half yearly, then rate and time. This value you have to write carefully, because it is divided by, if monthly, divide by 12, half yearly divide by 2. According to the time, you have to change the value of rate and the time. Now solve it. A equals to 15,000. It will be 1.004733. I already solved before. You can use calculator and solve it. Power 72. First, solve this value to the power 72 and multiply by 15,000. So value of A is here 21075. So this is the amount in for monthly. Okay. Now these two questions I already told you how to do. Now for half yearly you do yourself. And the question from your book, question number 9, 13, 14 and 15 is your homework. Okay, thank you. Page number 85, question number 9, 13, 14 and 15 is your homework. And one more worksheet I will upload in Edmodo just now only. That will be your homework. There are questions from the simple interest and compound interest. Then you have to submit this homework tomorrow till evening. No need to submit today. You have to submit tomorrow till evening. Okay. Thank you.